Good day, greeting students. I am very happy to meet you all again in grade 12 economics. We are in IED, Indian Economic Development. We are discussing about chapter number 4, which is poverty. This is one of the current challenges and one of the important current challenges that is faced by our Indian economy. Poverty or poor is a state where people don't have adequate food to eat, they don't have access to education, they don't have access to health, and they don't have a stable employment opportunity. So is it possible to lift people out of poverty? Yes. Yes, it is possible to lift people out of this poverty line. In the previous session, we have discussed the mechanism of how to identify people. So Dadabhai Naoroji said that 3/4 of the jail cost of living can be determined as the basic cost of people who have to be in, can be above poverty line. And then in this session, we are going to discuss about the poverty line. So what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about the poverty line. So நம்ம ஏற்கனவே discuss பண்ண மாதிரி there are categories of poor. So absolutely poor, very poor, poor, churning poor, transient poor, chronic poor, always poor, usually poor, non-poor. நிறைய categories நம்ம பார்த்தோம். So நம்ம இப்போ help பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா if we have to bring people out of poverty line, we need to know which is poverty line. So to know that which is poverty line, we are going to know how to determine the poverty line. So one way to determine it is through poverty line. Determine poverty line in monetary value. So first step என்ன பண்றோம் நம்ம monetary value use பண்ணி fix பண்றோம். That is, as per the calories required, how much money should a person have per month for food expenses? Per capita expenditure. How is it called? It is called as not per capita income, per capita expenditure. Total consumption எடுத்து அதோட average பார்க்குறப்போ this should be the per capita in expenditure for minimum calorie intake for minimum calorie intake. It differs for people who live in urban areas and people who live in rural areas. It is given as 1,000 rupees per person per month. ஆனா இப்போ எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 1,286 rupees per person per month. So ஒருத்தருக்கு எவ்வளோ எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் ஆகும்னு டிசைட் பண்ணுறாங்க. There should be rupees 1,286 rupees per person per month. ஸோ இப்போ ஒருத்தர் இதில் சிட்டியில் லைஃப் ரன் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா a family of 3 means it is multiplied into 3. Right. So when it is multiplied into 3, it somewhere comes around 3,600. We'll take it as 4,000. 4,000 எதுக்காக மட்டும்? For this minimum calorie intake plus for an adequate shelter. Okay. So somewhere around 6,000 can be kept. Alright, so basic எதை எடுக்கிறோம் நம்ம monetary value, and that too especially for the minimum calorie intake. The details that is given in your book is for the years 2011 and 12. As of now, what is the current amount that someone should have is different. So for people who live in urban areas, it is 1286, whereas for rural area it is supposed to be only 1000. Just a minute. And we saw that around 271 million people were lifted over 10 years frame time la 271 million people were lifted out of poverty line, and the world poverty clock shows that around 44 Indians are lifted every minute out of this poverty line. Chariya, each and every minute these many people are being lifted. Okay, so for rural areas it is 1059 rupees, 1059.42, so we'll keep it as 1060 per person per month. எதை வச்சு calculate பண்ணியிருக்காங்க? Based on the price of the commodities, this particular price have been fixed. So ஒரு urban person சாப்பிடணும் அப்படின்னா they require at least 1286 per person per month, okay, to be above poverty line. For a rural person, for a person who lives in a rural area, 1060 rupees per person per month. இவ்வளோ இருந்தால் போதுமானா? No. Okay, they need to be calculated for the entire family. ஃபேமிலியில் இருக்கிற எல்லாருக்காகவும் calculate பண்ணணும், plus the additional expenses like shelter அந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்களையும் நம்ம பார்க்கணும். We have heard systems, no, subsidized ரேட்டில் வீடு கட்டிக்கலாம். ஓகே, சப்சிடைஸ்டு ரேட்டில் சிமெண்ட் கிடைக்குது, சப்சிடைஸ்டு ரேட்டில் சிலிண்டர் கிடைக்குது. இதெல்லாம் எதுக்கு? டு பிரிங் அவுட் புவர் பீப்புள். ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிறதையே அதுக்கு மேட்ச் பண்ணி நம்மளோட பாலிசிஸை ஃப்ரேம் பண்ணுறது. ஸோ தி கவர்மெண்ட் யூசஸ் மந்த்லி பர் கேபிட்டா எக்ஸ்பெண்டிச்சர் ஆஸ் ப்ராக்ஸி ஃபார் இன்கம் ஆஃப் ஹவுஸ் டு ஐடென்டிஃபை த புவர். Do you think this mechanism satisfy? சரி, ஓகே, இந்த மணி மட்டும் இருந்தால் போதுமா? நான் இல்லை. This mechanism is found to be insufficient. சரி, ஓகே, நான் ஏற்கனவே சொன்ன மாதிரி, is it just enough to run a family or for a person to survive? No, we have already discussed that he needs shelter, access to education, access to health, many things. Clean drinking water, fuel to cook food, இது எல்லாமே தேவை. And how can a person just live with this money? Is it possible even? No, it isn't. So economists state that a major problem with this mechanism is that it groups all the poor together and it does not differentiate between poor and very poor. Okay, also this mechanism takes into account expenditure on food and a few selected items as proxy for income. Economists questions on its basis. This mechanism is helpful in identifying the poor as a group to be taken care of the government, but it would be difficult to identify poor who need help. So இது எப்படி நம்ம டிசைட் பண்ணுறோம்? You can identify the poor to be taken care by the government, but not the poor who needs help. கவர்மெண்ட் எல்லாமே பண்ணிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா why are we seeing advertisements in newspapers asking help for medical expenses for their children? கவர்மெண்ட் தான் எல்லாமே பண்ணிடுச்சுன்னா அதை தாண்டி ஏன் ஹெல்ப் கேட்குறாங்கன்னா they are not identified as poor by government. So in the category, this teaches the government or this helps the government to identify the people who they have to take care. Ana it is not taking care of what? The people who require help. Help இவங்களுக்கு தேவைன்றதை நம்ம பார்க்க மாட்டேங்கிறோம். Fine? Okay. And then what are the other things you might need? There are many factors. What are the other factors? Other factors. Income விட்டுடலாம், assets விட்டுடலாம். There are no minimum assets, few assets, அதை விட்டுடலாம். But what are the other factors that people require அப்படின்னா it's basic education. ஏற்கனவே சொன்னது தான். Access to education, health, adequate shelter, proper houses இருக்கணும், isn't it? Adequate shelter, protection from violence, protection from violence. Then what else? Voice out, the opportunity to voice out our opinions. Very importantly, safe drinking water, all these are required. Sanitation facilities, restrooms, cleanliness irukano, isn't it? Otherwise what will come? Diseases. They need to be considered to develop poverty line. The existing mechanism for determining the poverty line also does not take into consideration social factors that trigger and perpetuate poverty, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, discrimination of political freedoms. We have seen in news a particular lady who is elected as the leader of that particular village is asked to sit on the floor. She is not given a chair to sit for the meetings because of her caste, because of her caste. How ill treated they are. இல்லையா? ஒரு caste systemனால அவங்களுக்கு அவங்க பொசிஷனுக்கான ஒரு பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் கொடுக்கலங்கிறப்போ that is even poverty. How is it considered here? கவர்மெண்ட்டோட poverty line considerationல அதெல்லாம் இல்லை. This discriminations, this gender inequalities never come there. This access to education, adequate shelter never come there. அவங்கள பொறுத்தளவு மினிமம் கேலரிக்கான மணி இருந்தால் ஓகே அப்படிங்கிறது மட்டும்தான் தாட் ப்ராசஸாக இருக்கே தவிர they do not talk about the illiteracy. எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியாது, சைன் பண்ண தெரியாது, cheated, illiteracy, then malnutrition, all these are continuing and இது எல்லாமே poverty தான். It is not that only if you have this per capita expenditure you can be above poverty line and keta. No, it's not the fact. Only being above that poverty line is not at all enough. podadu. Okay, so we need people to be healthy, well nourished. கிட்ஸுக்கான சில சிஸ்டம் ஸ்லிப்பர் போடாமல் இருக்கணும், இதெல்லாமே பாவர்ட்டி தான். அந்த ஸ்லிப்பர்ஸ் வாங்க காசு இல்லைங்கிறது தான் இப்போ கவர்மெண்ட் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கு. பட் how many cheatings are happening there, how many corruptions are happening even there, okay, and they are not allowed to participate in the society. Politics ஆ இருக்கட்டும், decision making ஆ இருக்கட்டும், எதுலேயுமே they don't get a position, they don't get a voice to speak out as a problem. From this point of view, development is about removing the obstacles to the things that a person can do in life, such as illiteracy, ill health, lack of access to resources, lack of civil and political freedoms. இதெல்லாம் ரிமூவ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பேர் தான் டெவலப்மெண்ட். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் டெவலப்மெண்ட் ஆஃப் அ கண்ட்ரி? என்ன பண்ணுறது? இட்ஸ் அபவுட் ரிமூவிங் தி அப்டக்கிள்ஸ். அது பண்ணால் வழிய we can't call that our country is free from poverty. சொல்ல முடியுமா? No. Can we call ourselves developed? No. Because we have not focused on removing these obstacles. எஸ் வந்துச்சு, ஓல்ட் ஏஜ் ஸ்கூல்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு, பீப்புள் ஹூ கேன் ஈவினிங் ஸ்கூல்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு பிகாஸ் தே நீட் டு கெட் ஆக்சஸ் டு ஸ்கூல், எல்லா பாயிண்ட்டும் இருந்துச்சு. பட் இஸ் இட் பீயிங் ஃபாலோட்? ஹவு சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல் தே ஆர் at the points? Fine. So the government claims that the higher rate of growth, increase in agriculture production, providing employment, economic reforms 1991 வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறமா we say that there are many changes in India's economy, employment opportunities. ஏற்கனவே previous lessonல discuss பண்ண மாதிரி, though it had pros, it had cons also, negatives-உம் நிறைய இருந்துச்சு. அது மாதிரி இது அந்த பேக்வர்ட் செக்டார், பிலோ பாவர்ட்டி லைனுக்கு இருந்தவங்களுக்கு it did not affect them or it did not give them a positive impact in any way is the point. Unless otherwise a person is given all these things, you cannot claim that the person is out of poverty. Fine, a person might have land, he might be a landlord, but if he is not educated, if he is an illiterate, he is considered poor. Yeah, someone can cheat him. You should give that awareness to them. COVID awareness இன்னைக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ரீச் ஆயிருக்கு. We have seen people who carried dead bodies on their shoulders, relatives, for a long distance just because no one was ready to carry that dead body. Ambulance கிடைக்கலன்னு சொல்கிறோம். என்னது அது? Poverty. How can you call India as a developing country? சொல்ல முடியுமா? You can call just because some citizen, some good citizen of our country has seen it and taken steps towards it. அதுக்கான ஸ்டெப்ஸை எடுத்து அங்கே ஆம்புலன்ஸ் அனுப்புனதோ இல்லை இனிமேல் இப்படி நடக்கக்கூடாதுன்னு நினைக்கிறதோ can be called good efforts. அது நடக்க விட்டுருக்கவே கூடாதுங்கிறது தான் பாயிண்ட். So when the government claims that just because it has pulled up so many people out of poverty line doesn't only mean that we are developed, doesn't only mean that poverty has been eradicated, doesn't only mean that poor people are no longer there, all are well to do. சொல்ல முடியாது. Fine. So they point out the way data are collected, items that are included in the consumption basket. நமக்கு பிடிச்ச ஐட்டம்ஸ் எடுத்து போட்டால் போதுமா? It is about the nutrition. Malnutrition, it's an ongoing problem. It's not only today's problem. It is not only a current challenge. It is even a future challenge. இப்போ ஒரு குழந்தைக்கு malnutrition இருக்குன்னா it is going to continue for its life. இப்போ ஒரு குழந்தைய நம்ம ஸ்கூலுக்கு அனுப்பலைன்னா இல்லிட்ரேட்டாக இருக்குன்னா இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு கண்டினியூ ஃபார் த லைஃப். If a child does not get the drinking water facility, it might has to face illness, chronic illness. It's poverty. And poverty is one thing that should make us sad as well as angry. ரைட்? பாவர்ட்டி அச்சோ பாவம் இவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறாங்களேன்னு மட்டும் யோசிக்காமல், why is this condition still prevailing in my countryங்கிறது should bring you anger in you, should bring that. So when we come up to that position of having the ability to eradicate or to do something for them, we should take the right steps and the right decisions. Understood? Fine. So the number of poor are manipulated to arrive. இதுவும் possibilities இருக்கு. We get so many status, so many records, statistics previous sessionல discuss பண்ணோம். But is it true? Is it real? Nobody knows. We are told that every minute 44 Indians are pulled out of that poverty line. அப்படின்னா how many minutes are there in a day? Are there so many poor people? How are they being pulled out? எப்படி ஒவ்வொரு நிமிஷத்துக்கும் 44 people are being pulled out? What are the reforms being taken? All these are kept under a blindfold that we cannot recognize, we cannot understand how it is being done. Due to various limitations in the official estimation of poverty, scholars have attempted to find alternative methods. Amartya Sen, noted Nobel laureate, has developed an index known as Sen Index. There are other tools such as Poverty Gap Index, Squared Poverty Gap. We have these systems. நமக்கு எப்படி statistical tools இருக்கோ அதே மாதிரி இங்கேயும் சில tools நமக்கு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. But are these tools developed by government? No. Is our government following these tools to measure? No. What are the statistics that we get? We get the statistics that they want us to see. நம்ம பார்க்கணும்னு நினைக்கிற ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் மட்டும்தான் ரிலீஸ் ஆகுது. இஸ் எவ்ரி திங் த ஃபேக்ட்? இஸ் தட் த ஒன்லி ஃபேக்ட் அப்படின்னா it still remains to be a mystery. ஏன்னா we go out on the streets and we see how many beggars are still there. We really don't know whether they are really below poverty line. மூவிஸில் காட்டுற மாதிரியோ இல்லை நம்ம ரியல் லைஃப்லேயே கூட பார்த்துருப்போம். they might have only a push cart. there will be a push cart vendor. நமக்கு அகாடமிக்ஸில் என்ன சொல்லி கொடுக்குறாங்க? a push cart vendor is supposed to be a poor person. but is it true? இல்லை, might not be true. Fine. சரி, அந்த புஷ் கார்ட் வெண்டர் இல்லாமல் someone who is employed properly அவங்க பூரா இருக்க சான்ஸ் இல்லையா? இருக்கு. if someone of their family is seriously ill, their salary would go only to that medical expenses. அப்போ அவங்க poor தானே? right? so you can't decide it only with the factors, only with the strategies. Fine. We people go really on the street, we watch it with our eyes. Sometimes our eyes may also show us wrong things. So though we have many statistical tools identifying poor or deciding the poverty line, is not to be perfect. ஓகே, இவ்வளோ தான். இதுக்கு மேலே புவர் பீப்புள் அங்கே இல்லைங்கிற கணக்கு கிடையாது. there are people who get in, get out of poor. அந்த என்ன கேட்டால் that population will be more. we call no churning poor, transient poor. இங்கேயும் அங்கேயும் that population will be more rather than chronic poor. Fine. The next topic is about the number of poor in India. We have discussed that in the previous session with lots and lots of statistics. So I don't think we need to get deeper into this topic because this topic fully statistics only has been given. So we saw all those statistics in the previous sessions. What you can do is, I suggest you to go through this topic The statistics you can go through. You can recall all those statistics what is given now. What is it called as? It is actually known as head count ratio. எப்படி சொல்றோம் இத? Head count ratio to verify how many poor people are there in India. So total number of poor person residing in India எவ்வளோன்னு பார்த்தோம் நம்ம? 1/5 of world's population was here. Then we saw some billions of people who came out of poverty. So all these studies are given, and what did we discuss? Between 2005 and 6 and 2015-16, around 267 million people were lifted above the poverty line, and 2019 6.7% of Indian population is found to be below the poverty line. Understood? So this is getting reduced, that is what our statistics says. Part of it is true. So part of it is true, yes, of course we have decreased, and they have given you state wise also. Since all these are statistics, I am not getting deeper into it, these are only numbers, you can just go through it, and you can do another work of looking into the present statistics. இப்போ எவ்வளோ numbers இருக்கு, present என்ன numbers இருக்குன்னு just go through and identify. So the poverty levels in 4 states, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, are still far above the national poverty level. So in the states we have 4 different states, namely Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. In the 4 states la irukra poverty வந்து national poverty விட ஜாஸ்தின்னு பார்க்குறோம். Since these are just statistics, I am not going deeper into it. You just go through this, collect the present statistics about poverty. In the next session, we will meet with the next topic of what causes poverty. Right, children? So if at all you have any doubts, please feel free to reach me out and get your doubts clarified. Thank you, and may you all have a wonderful day today.